Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome to this first episode of Yoga Vigilante. And I'd like to welcome you to paradise. I'm here, it's spring, I'm outdoors, I'm in between all of these beautiful little spring blossoms. Um, I've started Yoga Vigilante as a series where I'm going to be offering outdoor practices online. I think it's a great time to get outdoors and to celebrate our relationship to nature at this time when nature is revealing herself in all of her beauty. And so, it's all little blossoms and birds and trains. That's one of the things. Yeah. Yeah. So, this is also about putting myself out there in the middle of life where there is a certain amount of cutting off we're doing of ourselves during this time, and we're all sort of alienating ourselves because that is the right thing to be doing, is not hanging out and partying with each other unless you're doing it on Zoom. But I'm happy to be outdoors and to offer you something else to look at each time. So I'll be filming on different locations. So welcome to this first episode of Yoga Vigilante. Namaste. I think it'd be great if you place your mat parallel to mine. If you're using a yoga mat, then place it parallel to mine like this so that we're facing each other. And let's just enjoy a short practice together, which is an opportunity to align ourselves with this rising energy, which is the energy of spring, which is the time of blossoming and of opening. So this is the movement that I'm offering you as an opening of the practice. I'm just kind of crossing my arms like this, and then I'm just drawing them open. And I really feel like I'm opening the curtains. And if you like, it's the curtains to your own heart, to the window of your heart, right? And just connect to the light and to the space around you. Wherever you are, make peace with that space that you're in. Make peace with those people that are around you, or that are your neighbors, or the children that you hear in the streets. Whatever it is, we make peace with the space we find ourselves in, and we open ourselves to the beauty around us, to receiving the blessing that is being offered to us in each living moment. I am changing arms, so each time, right? So I'm changing arms each time. So now the other one will come on top. See if you can find the same rhythm as me. And if you notice that I'm kind of squinting, that my eyes are not opening completely, it's because I'm kind of looking into the sun, but I'm doing my best. I did consider doing the class and offering it with dark glasses on, but well, maybe next time. Okay, so we've got the same rhythm, so we're going to add the breath, right? Adding the breath. So here we go. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. See if you can really drink the breath. Breathe in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Gently the arms like scooping and reaching up. Interlace the fingers and let them pour down. Now I'm opening the toes to the side, and as I bend the knees, I'm sitting into this nice deep malasana. And then I'm sitting forward again and up, and now I'm stretching the knees. Don't fall over. And then I'm floating down. So if you open your toes too much to the side, you will feel it's difficult to balance, because I want you to look up, so be careful. Just lift the heart. It's more important that you're lifting the heart. It's less important how much you're looking up. You see, I can still be looking forward, but I'm lifting the heart. Okay. So see if you can stay in my rhythm. So here I am stretching the knees. Breathe in. And then this is the out breath. Breathing out. Synchronizing breath and movement. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Yes, spring is sprung. Breathe in. Breathe. And another train. Breathe in. And breathing out. Beautiful. Gently, feet coming a little bit closer together. Hands to prayer pose. And they are floating down to the heart. Just take a moment to connect. Making peace not only with the world around you, but with the world inside of you. So we are making peace with the inner world and the outer world. Yeah, we invite harmony between my inner experience and my outer experience. Let's just enjoy 3 breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And again, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Bowing the head to the heart. Take a moment just to bow the head to the heart. And gently coming up. Keep facing me. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see this movement. So this movement is the right arm reaching forward. So you'll be reaching your arm straight towards me. And then the hand faces out. So it's to the right. Now it's going to circle, but I want you to watch the shoulder. It starts circling up. And at a certain point the shoulder draws back, which really pulls across the chest like this. And presses down at the back, okay? Now there is a feeling, I'm going to do the same arm. There is a feeling as you move into this opening here, you got to be careful to protect your knee. Don't let the knee on the ground twist, okay? So I'm going to tell you about the eyes. They are following the hand. So it reaches up, the shoulder pulls back, pulling across the chest, and I follow the hand all the way down. Now I want to do, of course, on the breath. So I breathe in. From the mouth. Twisting, cleansing breath. Breathe in. And again, breathe in. Breathe. Change hands. Keep facing me. Breathe in. Watch it. Breathing out. Let's just do another one as the setting up circle. Just setting it up. In. Watching it. Out. 3 times. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Both arms reaching up. You're still facing me, of course. And they are flowing down the front. Okay, so as the arms, and my feet, by the way, I didn't say this, but my feet are, a little bit wider than my hips. Nice, wide base, right? Comfortable grounding feet. A little bit back bend, lift the heart, and flow through the prayer pose. So I really root the feet into the floor. Feel the opening of the chest, shoulders. Breathe in. and breathing out, and breathe in, and breathing out. I open myself. Breathe in. Breathing out. Beautiful. You can open the feet a little bit wider if you like, because we're going to flow down into holding the elbows. I do bend the knees, and I soften into this forward bend, just hanging down, holding the elbows. Just feel gently the stretch through the back of the legs, opening of the back. Just breathe, enjoy the sound of the train passing. So this is really what it's about, is putting myself out there in the middle of life itself and just dealing with whatever comes by, people walking their dogs, the passing trains, and let's just celebrate all of the activity around us. We have to be careful that our definition of spirituality in general is not sort of that we want to cut ourselves off from life. So I'm really enjoying just visiting different places, and I invite you to enjoy with me. Fingertips on the floor, I'm sending the heart forward, and then I'm bending the knees. So as you're facing me, just fingertips on the floor. Try to offer the heart forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. I'm really bending the knees, fingertips, offer the heart forward. And then just soften down into it, right? Let's just do that movement on the breath. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. One more time. In breath. Out breath. Next time, come forward. You see me. And then the arms swing back. Ready to swing up on the in breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Feet open, nice and wide. Alright, good. And let's turn towards that side, which for you is turning towards your left foot. And you're going to get the feet into the position of first warrior. So you would turn the hips to face the short side of your mat. Yeah. Back heel on the ground. Good. Here we go in first warrior. Reach up, breathe in. Flow into the heart. Deep breath out. Synchronizing on the breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Step forward. Boom. Arms reach up. And they flow all the way down. And bend the knees. Look forward. Here we go. We're going to repeat that. Breathe in. All the way up. Soften the knees. Breathe out. All the way down. Soften the knees. All the way up. Breathe in. And I soften the knees as I fold down, bowing to the legs. Breathing out. And again. Breathe in. And breathing out. Breathe in. And breathing out. Step back with whichever leg you want to. Doesn't really matter. And downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now, in downward facing dog, lift the left leg, reach it up, open the hip, and dive into the one-legged dog. So do not send the heart forward, but send the heart down into the pose while sending the hips up and back. Lengthen the back of the leg which is on the floor, reaching the heel to the earth. Breathe. And I'm going to change legs. I'm going to reach up the other leg. Dive in towards the ankle. Send the heart reaching towards the foot that's on the ground. Bowing to the earth. Breathe. And putting it down. Knees on the floor. Gently coming to sit on the knees. Bring the knees together. Knees are together, right? And just catch one wrist behind my back. It's pretty comfortable. So my knees are together, and I'm sending the heart forward like this, so my back is long. I'm not rounding my back. I'm offering the heart forward like a swallow dive. And then I soften down. And I roll through the spine to come up. You see, I roll through the spine. You're going to get it. Watch. The heart opens. You can join me. We offer the heart forward. Then I roll through the spine and come up, right? And I'm going to add the breath. You can offer from the mouth, breathing out. And through the nose, rolling up, breathing in. Roll up, breathing in. And again, breathe out. And breathe in. Next time I flow down and I stay down. Keep holding the wrist. See if you can bow the head to the earth and just fold yourself over the knees and just breathe. Close to the earth as I am here, really in between all of these little insects and birds and ants and blades of grass, just feeling close to the earth, honoring the earth as a mother. Slowly release the hands, coming onto the hands and knees. Curl the toes under and travel forward into what we call the knee plank, right? And in the knee plank, cross the ankles. Keep the core strong as you bend the elbows. And then come straight up again. Alright, let's just try these. If you're not feeling so strong, then just don't bend your elbows too much. That's not a problem. Alright, here we go. So stay at the top here. Take a deep breath in. Press down, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And down. Beautiful. Gently take the hands back and rest the back of the hands on the floor. Make the legs really long. Reach through the legs. And then roll the shoulders back. Lifting the heart. Alright, good. So I'm going to reach. You can reach the left arm forward. Alright. So now your back arm, which is your right arm, reaches back. Okay. So they reach in opposite directions and they rise. Keep the legs on the floor though. Rise. And here I change hands. And they reach and rise. Change hands, breathe out. And then reach and rise. Breathe in. Change hands, breathe out. Reach and rise, breathe in. Hands, breathe out. Reach and rise, breathe in. Change hands, breathe out. Last one, reach and rise, breathe in. And resting my hands on the earth, I'm going to just relax my head onto my hands. And I'm just going to give myself this moment. And let's just stay connected to the breath. offering a gentle sigh of relief, a little bit of sound from the throat. So I take a breath in. Let's go. One more. Breathe in. Nice, beautiful. We're moving on to the hands and knees. Open the knees. So moving into child pose. Nice and deep. Really knees open nice and wide. Toes are together, but knees are open nice and wide. And just lift your head for a moment to look forward, and you can look towards me if you want to, just to see this reaching with the hands away from the hips, making space, and then softening, bowing into it. Good. So you've got a nice, spacious, long, open child pose, and you come up onto those hands, right? All right. And keep the hands where they are as you flow down into the child pose. Let's add the breath. Breathe in on the way up. From the mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. In, breathe in. Breathe out. Forward onto the elbows. This is elbow plank. I'm interlacing the fingers. We're gently awakening the flow of prana. Gently lighting that fire here. So enjoy the elbow plank for 3 breaths. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last time, deep breath in. And I'm down to get my hands to the floor for the cobra. I'm pressing the floor away. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Keep rooting the legs into the floor. Try not to let the elbows spin to the side. Keep the elbows spinning in towards the body. Shoulders back, heart lifting. And I flow down. Now it's up to you. Are you going to change the position of your hands? Would you feel better with a different position? 2 cobras. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands and knees. And surprise, surprise, I curl the toes under. I put the bum on the ankles. Now I want to keep the bum on the ankles, so don't let it come up. Keep the bum on the ankles, but the claws of the cat, high on the claws, they walk forward as far as they can, and the bum wants to come up, but don't let it come up. Keep rooting down. All right, feel that stretch through the underarm, and in this position, heart reaches forward. Breathe in. Deeper. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. High plank. Boom. Here we go. Onto those hands. Nice. And press back to downward facing dog. Let's move on the breath. So I'm going to the high plank. Breathe in. I return to down dog. Breathing out. The breath is incredibly important. Try it. High plank. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathing out. High plank. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. High plank. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathing out. Feet together. You're going to lift up your left leg. I'm lifting my right. There's a reason for that. You will see in a moment. Enjoy opening the hip, one-legged dog. Keep diving in. Take a nice deep breath in. And step forward. There's the lunge. Fingertips on the floor. Deep lunge. Now send the heel reaching back and the heart reaching forward. Okay, you are going to turn away from me. Don't worry about it. You won't be able to see me, but it's okay. This is your right hand on the floor. You turn away from me into the twist. Reach, open the heart as you reach through the back heel. Yeah, spread energy across the chest, the back, the arms. Reach, breathe in. Hands come back. And you walk the hands. My feet haven't really moved. I mean, my feet turn a little bit, but they stay where they are. I'm just walking the hands, and I'm traveling to the other side of the mat, so that I'm in the other lunge, right? I'm in the other lunge. Heart reaching forward, heel reaching back. Again, you're going to twist away from me. If your mat is parallel to mine, you're twisting away from me. Roots to the earth. Reach across the chest and the back. Reach into the sky. Take a nice deep breath in. And again, bring yourself forward and face me. Feet stay where they are. I turn the heels in, toes out. Send the heart forward. And slowly lift the hands. So you're sitting in this deep warrior malasana. Spring is sprung. Yeah. Circle up and I flow into the heart. And as I flow into the heart, I sit. Feel that grounding, that rooting, really sitting into it, okay? And then I'm opening myself up again. Sky, breathe in. Earth, breathe out. Sky, breathe in. Earth, breathe out. Sky, breathe in. Earth, breathe out. Nice. Gently coming up. Release the hands. We're turning to the other side, which is for you. You will have your right leg in first warrior. Let's go nice and deeply into our first warrior and circling the arms. Breathe in. And breathing out. And again, breathe in. And breathing out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathing out. Step forward, take a deep breath in. Hands flow down on the out breath. As we did before, now circling up, take it into a little bit back bend, opening the heart, and then soften the knees down, bowing to the legs. And again, as I bend the knees, circle up, breathe in, flow down, breathe out. And again, breathe in, flow down, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathing out. Step back with whichever leg you like, no problem. And downward, facing dog. I travel to high plank, but I put the knees on the floor. Okay. And then keep the belly strong as you flow down to low plank or to the earth. And then your back bend is either cobra or upward facing dog. I leave it up to you to decide how intense the back bend is. And then flow back to down dog. So we're doing this vinyasa or modified vinyasa with knees on the floor. You choose. So let's travel to high plank with or without knees. Breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Back bend, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. High plank, breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Back bend, breathe in. Downward facing dog. Let's deepen the dog. 2. Deepen into 3. Rooting down. 4. 5. Feet together. Your right leg reaches up, your right hip opens, and you dive into one-legged dog. Take a nice deep breath in. And step forward. Beautiful. Now drop the back heel and come into the center. Again, open the toes to the side. You're facing me. Heels are in towards the center. Heart reaches forward. And we're circling up. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Interlace the hands behind your back as you turn again to this side in First Warrior. Drop the back heel. Reach the hands away from the body, nice and deep into this First Warrior. Lift the belly, open the heart. We offer from the heart that breath to the sky, from the throat. It's a sky breath, okay? Deep breath in. 2 more. Breathe in. Last time, breathe in. And down. Downward facing dog. So it's your left leg reaching up into one-legged dog. Open the left hip. Open the left hip. Dive into the pose. Take a nice deep breath in. And step forward. Beautiful deep lunge, fingertips, then drop the back knee, release the back toes, heart reaches forward. Here is the rising energy of spring, and then I bow to the fertility of the earth, and forward we go. Breathe in, overflow, breathe out. And again, breathe in. Overflow. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Overflow breathing. Slowly travel forward onto that foot. And we're up. Arms circling. Open the curtains. They're the curtains. I've got them. When I draw them open, I draw my shoulders back. My heart opens and they flow down at the back. I do that on the breath. Breathe in. That's it. See yourself as one of the blossoming little spring flowers, spring blossoms. Breathe in. Breathing out. Breathe in, breathing out. Last time, breathe in. And I get my hands onto my hips, right? I want the shoulders back. That's why I've been doing all this shoulder opening, is to prepare to get the shoulders and the elbows back. And the little bit more advanced version is that you actually want to get the fingers facing up, right? Shoulders and elbows back, fingers resting on the edge of the sacrum. Keep the belly lift as you transfer the weight forward. Root into the floor with the front foot. Open the heart, pouring your weight onto those hands. Heart opener. Deep. Breathe in. And downward facing dog. High on the toes in downward facing dog, like really high on the toes. And lift the belly and round the back. And if you don't know what I'm meaning, you can look. High on the toes, I'm lifting the belly round in the back like a cat. And then I'm pouring myself back into downward facing dog. So I'm coiling up, breathe in. Pour myself into down dog, breathe out. And again up, breathe in. And breathe out. Here we go for Vinyasa, high plank. Breathe in. Your low plank, breathe out. Your back bend, breathe in. And your downward facing dog. Nice. Feet together. Your left leg reaches up. Your left hip opens. Keep diving the heart into the pose. Take a nice deep breath in. And step forward. Beautiful. Slowly turning to the side. And all the way to the other side. Good. Drop the heel. Float up into first warrior. And the hands flow down the front. We interlace the hands behind the back. And let's drop deeper into this lunge. Sky breath. Breathe in. Two more times. Breathe in. Last time. Breathe in. And downward facing dog. Your right leg reaches up. Your right hip opens in one-legged dog. Dive in. Take a nice deep breath in. And step forward. Beautiful. Drop the back knee. Release the toes. Hip. I'm really on the fingertips. It really just works much better than flat hand. Hips forward, shoulders back, heart opening. Drink the breath. I hear church bells. I don't know if you hear church bells, but we're bowing down. And here we go again, traveling forward. Breathe in. Breathing out. And again. Breathe in. And breathing out. One more. Breathe in. And breathing out. Forward I go. This time coming up. And as we did before, opening those curtains, opening the heart, and traveling down. Alright. On the breath. Breathe in. And breathing out. And again. Breathe in. And breathing out. Last time. Breathe in. And hands to the back body. Shoulders, elbows back. If possible, fingers facing up. Lift out of the belly. Taking the hips forward. Root the front foot as you flow up and over into back bend. Take a nice deep breath in. hands and knees, downward facing dog. Ready for vinyasa, high plank, breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Back bend, breathe in. Downward facing dog. I'm walking the hands back to the feet, and I'm going to just get the hands underneath the front of the feet. Now you can bend the knees for this Padahastasana, feet standing on the hands. You can bend the knees if you need to. Just draw yourself into the forward bend. Keep the shoulders back. And just bow into it. And if you are able to stretch the knees a bit more than you enjoy, breathe. And softly coming out of it to sit in squat. Yeah. If you need something under the heels in squat, then you've got to place something under the heels, and otherwise get the heels down if you can. Use the elbows to press the knees open, right? Elbows press the knees open, and then as these hands root down, the heart lifts. Feel the length of the spine, shoulders back, heart lifting, and let's just balance the breath as we're grounding the hips, connecting to the earth. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And I bow my head to my heart, taking a moment. Breathe. Feel. Slowly moving out of it into downward facing dog. Good. So you're hopefully facing the same way as I am. So your head is that way and you're parallel to me, your head that way. So feet together. Lift the leg which is closest to me, which is then your left leg. Open the hip. And let's step into Wild Thing. Step all the way over into Wild Thing. Root down into the floor so that you can lift the hips. Ah, such a beautiful opening of ourselves to the sky, to the light. Take a nice deep breath in. Hand to the floor, knee to the nose. Reach it up. Breathe in, one-legged dog. Knee to the nose, breathe out. Reach it up, one-legged dog. Breathe in. And step forward. Once again into this lunge, fingertips. Knee reaching forward. Heel reaching away. Heart offering forward. Good. So your leg, which is at the back, which is your right leg, the knee will cut across, right? So the knee will cut across, it'll come towards me. Boom. Yeah? Good. So I have my right knee up, and you should have your left knee up. So you twist towards me, so it should be your right arm that is catching that knee. The left arm opens the space, lift the heart, turning away from that knee, opening the chest. If you like to hold a little flower in between the fingers like this, creating this mudra, this is a feeling of offering that flower to the heart. And then just spinning to the back, and I like to keep the chin slightly down so that I have this heart connection. Now manage the breath. flow on the breath. Deepening the twist with each breath. Good, gently coming out. My hands find the floor. So I'm going to put my weight on my right foot. And for you, it should be your left foot, right? As I get my hands to the floor, I transfer my weight forward. I really use the fingertips again to release. I'm releasing the left leg. You are releasing the right leg into standing splits. Boom. There we go. If you want to just send the heart forward for a moment, that's fine. And as we bow down to catch that leg, you can try keeping the standing leg bent. Sometimes it really helps a lot that you don't force yourself to stretch the standing leg. Just reach through the legs. We don't have to lock the knees. So I'm hugging the leg with the same arm. And when you're ready to step back, take the front leg, which is your left leg, reach it up. Open the hip. One-legged dog. And put it down. Lift up the other leg and open the hip. So you're lifting the right leg, you're opening the hip. Take a nice deep breath in. And step forward. Good. As you turn to the side of the mat, turn all the way around to the other side, which means we'll end up like this. We're facing this way. You guys facing this way as well. You've got your left leg forward. Boom. There's your lunge. Feel the length, energize, reach through the pelvis. And your left leg flows up. Open the left hip. Dive into it. And put it down. As you now lift up the right leg. Open that hip. And step into Wild Thing. Right. Stepping over into Wild Thing. Lift the hips. Open the heart. Yes. Take a nice deep breath in. Hands to the floor. Knee to the nose. Coil hugging in. Reach up, one-legged dog, breathe in. Knee to the nose, breathe out. And reach up, breathe in. And stepping forward, there's your lunge. I'm on the fingertips, reach. Getting ready to step across the back knee, which for you is the left knee. Cuts across. And we sit. So I'm hugging you're twisting towards me, so you're hugging your right knee with your left arm. Try to keep this bum down. This is my left bum. For you it's the right one. Keep it down, but then keep lifting out of it. Alright, here's the opening of the sky, opening of the chest, opening of the shoulder, spinning your right shoulder spinning open. Softly I release the neck, I bow into the heart. Find the balance of the flow of breath. Deepening the twist with each breath, gently listening to the spine, don't force anything. slowly returning. As I get my fingertips to the floor, I pour my weight onto the front foot. So you're pouring your weight onto your right foot. Use the fingertips to release the back leg. Right? As I said, no need to force the standing leg to stretch, but rather just lengthen from the heart. Reach through the top leg. And then same arm as leg, hugging if possible. Bowing. Look for space. Reach from the pelvis into the legs and out of the underneath of the feet. Earth and sky. And I'm stepping back into lunge. Release your front leg, which is your right leg. Lift it up into one-legged dog. Open the hip. Dive in. And putting it down. Change legs. Just doing a double leg lift. So both legs lifting just to balance the body. Nice. Deep breath in. In, down. Downward. Facing dog. Deepening in. Ready for Vinyasa. High plank. Breathe in. Low plank. Breathe out. Back in. Hold. Either cobra or up dog. Doesn't matter. Shoulders back. Heart lifting. Reach through the knees. Extending. Deep breath in. Child pose. I soften into the child pose. And just bowing again to the earth. Softening down. Enjoy breath. Balance the flow of breath. Surrender. Soften down. Sitting up on the knees. So I'm on this nice soft grass, and so, but if you're at home and if the floor is quite hard, you might want to bring the front of the mat back, folding it double to make it a little bit softer for your knees, because when we come onto the knees for the back bend here, and we then curl the toes under, that kind of opens the front of the knee and it becomes a bit vulnerable. So do what you got to do, and we're preparing for this back bend. Ustrasana. Knees not separating too much. Energy between the legs. They're hugging a little towards the center, lifting through the pelvic floor and the bandhas. We can use the hands to help us understand this. So you can use your hands like this. As your hands are hugging in, feel the hugging of the legs towards one another. As the hands lift from the pelvic floor, feel the pelvic floor support. Rising to the Uddiyana support, the belly support. Then there's this pressing the sky away. Flowing up and over the top, and the hands are going to find the hips. Well, that's kind of level one, finding the hips, moving into the back bend. Keep the hips forward, lifting out of the hips, and if you can, float onto the hands, catching the ankles. Now open the chest, open the heart. Breathe. Open yourself. Find this feeling of the sun shining, radiating from your own heart. Smile into it. And when you're ready, gently come back onto the hands and knees. We can release the yoga mat if you folded it. On the hands and knees, I'm rounding the back like a cat. And then I'm offering the heart forward like a cow, as we call this pose. And let's add the breath from the throat into the cat. Breathe out. Cow, breathe in. Cat, breathe out. Cat, breathe in. Cow, breathe out. Cat, breathe in. Cow. Cat, breathe out. Getting confused there. Is it a cat or is it a cow? Let's flow into child pose and let's relax. Now you're welcome in this child pose to bring the arms back and just relax them next to your legs. Let the shoulders just flop open. And slowly as you come out of it, just lower yourself to the earth and then just roll onto the back. And if you bring the knees to the chest and you want to do a little bit of circling of the knees or hip opening, you know, whatever feels good, take a moment for that. Just take a moment for that. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Give yourself the gift of yoga. And then allow yourself to receive your own kindness. Easy little leg stretchers, a kind of feel-good closing of the practice. Try to stay connected to that inner smile. You know, be careful when we practice yoga not to get too serious. That's a sign of ambition, you know, and then it's like you're beating yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. When you're ready for a little stretch out, you're welcome to take a bit longer if you prefer, but I'm just saying to get to this place of the stretch out, so I'm lying on my back. When you're ready, you take your time, and then I'm pulling on one wrist in this position. I'm lying on my back, I'm pulling on one wrist, and I'm feeling, of course, that I'm pulling that arm, but I'm also reaching through the toes, so reaching in opposite direction. And then I'll change, and I'll pull on the other wrist, and I'm reaching through the toes and lengthening away. Okay, so if you guys are, if you're ready to join me, then we're going to do this together. So let's just set it up. Choose a wrist, it doesn't really matter which one. And as you pull on that wrist, reaching through the toes, make your body long. And on the pulling action, we breathe in. I release it, breathe out. Change, pull the other one. Lengthen, breathe in. Come out of it, softening, breathe out. Change, reach through the whole body, breathe in. Softening, breathe out. Change, breathe in. And let's relax. I'm just letting my arms fall to the side of my body like this. And I'd like to invite you to turn the head softly side to side. If you feel that you have any tension in your neck, you just want to release that. Just gently let the head flow from side to side. And then also, the ankles, if you want to just give them a shake, or the hips, if you want to wobble a little bit side to side with the hips. If you want to let the legs can also wobble in and out. Whatever you feel you need to release all tension from the body, the jaw, the lips. Okie dokie. So we prepare for the final breath. It's really like I give myself back to the earth. I surrender. Let it go, let go, let flow. Take a nice deep breath in. And release it. One more time. Deep breath in. And release it. Let's relax in Savasana. I hear some birds. They're here to wish us a beautiful Savasana. Sometimes I like to offer the option of lying in a different position in Savasana. If you don't feel good in this position and you feel you want to actually hug yourself and have your arms over your body, why not, right? And if you actually feel, well, you prefer to lie on your side or even lie on your belly, why not? Yeah, it's your Savasana. Give yourself this time. Smile into it, and then let yourself dissolve into that smile in your own heart. Let's just have a few short, sweet, golden minutes of Savasana. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gently, when you're ready, become aware of your body, lying on the earth. The weight of your body, your ease, your surrender, your peace. Wish yourself wellness as you open to the blessing of life, which is the blessing of breath. And let's just flow together on the wave of the breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Stretch until you're ready to reach out, stretch out, and roll to the side, to the right side. We roll classically, traditionally in yoga. Roll to the right side and then find your way back up and bring yourself to the sitting position. And once we get to the sitting position, let us get comfortable and then open the hands, open to receive, my hands open to receive the blessing of life. My belly open, my heart open, my throat, and my third eye. I am open. Bring it on. Welcome back. Let's enjoy closing together. Life is all around me and little boys are walking their dogs. It's lovely. I'm opening my hands, my openness to life, and I'm resting them on my legs. I'm bringing my thumb and index fingers together, my connectedness. Then I'm softening my chin down to my heart, connecting, coming home. Let's enjoy 3 beautiful deep breaths. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And again, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Last one, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Let's bring our hands together. Bring our hands to our third eye. And then let them flow down to our hearts. Namaste. Hello, 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 hello. You see I have a new friend? Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. Hello, doggy. Are you coming for the closing of class? Thank you for joining. I just think this is great. I'm going to keep doing this. Yoga Vigilante will be a different outdoor location each time. So let's enjoy the spring and let's really connect to the wisdom of nature, since more and more people are talking about this as something that we're actually learning from what's happening, from this whole experience of isolation and dealing with this virus, and how we're seeing the earth healing in response to humanity kind of pulling back. So where we are always so assertive, you know, the human beings kind of pretty much dominate and control the planet, and here we've pulled back and we're taking this time to learn from nature, to watch nature, to listen to nature, and to connect to nature, not forgetting, never forgetting, that if we want to learn from nature, we also dive into ourselves and connect to a wisdom that is within us, which is the wisdom of nature, which is the wisdom of the universe, which is the wisdom of the body. Yeah, we are created out of the wisdom of nature, so reconnecting. Yeah, looking forward to the next one. Thanks for joining. I do place the films on YouTube once they have finished premiering on Facebook, but this will be available on Facebook, of course, and there are more on YouTube. The links are provided, as well as the links for your donations, however small, always welcome if you feel so inclined. Spread the love in whatever way you can. Support if you would like to by spreading the word, and see you next time. Namaste.